Good evening. We are going to catch up with a patient update just before sundown. Thank you for joining us. We are live at the Turtle Tanks at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys. We're looking at Bali. Look at you. Hello. This is Bali. She was named after the island. She was one of the cold sun green sea turtles. She came into the Turtle Hospital on January 30th. And she was a transfer from other part of Florida. Look at how beautiful she is. She is responding to treatment and doing well. So there's Bali. And then we have Addie. Addie has been here for a long time. If you've been following Addie's story, she's been here since the beginning of August. You can see her doing her favorite thing to do now is to scratch on that EED, or that environmental enrichment device. You can see her scratching her shell, doing a little happy dance here on Thursday evening. Sea turtles are very tactile on their shell. If you've watched our spa days, you can see how much a lot of them enjoy that. But here is Addie helping herself to a little back scratch. Addie came in with a medium tumor load and a fishing hook deeply embedded in her esophagus. She had major surgery and did not recover well from that surgery. She was in a shower bed for a month and then orally tube fed for a couple months after that. And we were really worried that she was not going to recover. And look at her now. She is tumor free. We are waiting for those eyes to heal from the eye tumor removal surgeries, and then she will be a candidate for release. So hopefully some good news coming for Addie very soon. Hello from Michigan. Thank you for your kind words. It is a labor of love for sure for us here at the Turtle Hospital. But look at Addie. I could watch her all night just really enjoying herself. So we're going to keep moving along though. There is Addie, and here is Al. Where'd you go, Al? You're on the other side now. Here is Al. And Al is a juvenile green sea turtle with fibropapillomatosis and also suffered a serious predator attack. You can see all those white marks on the back of Al's shell, and that's everywhere that predator, most likely a shark, got its teeth into Al, and also missing most of that front right flipper. Has a heavy load of fibropapilloma tumors, but we are trying to get Al's blood levels up and making sure those predator wounds are healed before we start the process of tumor removal surgery. Welcome from Ocala. Thank you for joining us. And hello, fellow Floridians. Al's coming up for breath. Hello, gorgeous. All right. And there is Al making her way around the tank. Hello in Olive Branch and hello in Michigan. Thank you for joining us. We're going to keep moving down here. And we're here with Bimini, another one of the islands. One of the cold stun turtles that was transferred to the Turtle Hospital. And it looks like she's disappearing there in the shadows. And she's... Thank you for joining us. More friends from Michigan. All right, we have an empty tank, which has been rare these days if you've been following along. All right. So we have more of the cold stun greens. We have a lot of tanks full of those. We have Ticket right there. Tilly Ticket, how are you doing? We have Ticket, Pokino, and Mousetrap. Now these three turtles all have fibropapillomatosis in addition to being cold stun. They also have suspicious spots that we are watching on CAT scans, so they need a lot of prayers and healing energies. We are hoping that they do not have internal tumors. Hello, Pokino. And these are part of the board game turtles. So we had 2 groups of Cold Sun turtles named after board games. Hello in Maryland. Thank you for joining us. And hello in Texas. All right. And here's Radio and Lawnmower. And they are 2 more of the juvenile greens that were transferred for Cold Stun. And this is part of the first group of greens that came in that were named after appliances. There's Lawnmower. And these turtles are being treated for osteomyelitis and pneumonia. And they are responding to treatment. And there is a Shredder and Toaster. All Cold Stun green turtles. We have Light Bulb and Fryer as well. Welcome from Iowa. Thank you for joining us from New Jersey and Pittsburgh. Hello in Missouri. We look forward to seeing you in 3.5 weeks. Hello in Pinellas Park. Thank you for joining us. And more friends in Michigan. And hello in Georgia. All right, we're going to keep moving along before we lose daylight. We have a gorgeous sunset. The temperatures are just perfect here in the Florida Keys right now. Sending you some warmth and sunshine to anyone that is still waiting for spring. All right, we have Lefty here. Lefty is chilling at the bottom, and Lefty is a juvenile green sea turtle that was rescued here in the Florida Keys earlier this month. Suffering from fibropapillomatosis and also a predator attack, is missing most of that front right flipper and is now missing a left eye from that fibropapillomatosis, but is still eligible for release and responding to treatment. So lots of prayers and healing energies for Lefty. Hello in Detroit. Thank you for joining us, and aloha in Hawaii. All right, here's Aruba, another one of our island little greens here that was transferred from northern Florida and being treated for cold stunning and fibropapillomatosis. You can see some scars there from tumor removal. Hello, beautiful. Just gorgeous little Aruba there. Right. And we have Shaybrook. Shaybrook is a juvenile green sea turtle that was rescued in the Florida Keys back in September. Shaybrook had a heavy tumor load, really invasive eye tumors, has 1 more eye tumor removal surgery to go. We can't see her real well. She's just hanging down there under where the water comes in. But that is Shaybrook. While we still have a lot of light, let me see if we can check out Triple G here. Triple G had a big day moving to the tidal pool from the oblong hospital tank. There's Triple G, just a gorgeous green sea turtle, was found entangled in a trap line last week and was rescued. Thank goodness she was found. That front left flipper, if you look closely, you can see it's a little swollen. You can see some skin missing there from the injury. Her lungs are congested. A lot of times when these animals are trapped in trap line, they're entangled and they cannot surface well enough for a breath. They take on water and get respiratory distress. So Triple G is being treated for that flipper injury from the entanglement wound, receiving class 4 laser treatment, massages, broad spectrum antibiotics, also for those lungs as well. And she was moved to this much larger pool to encourage swimming. That is the best physical therapy for that flipper. She's chilling now because of the time of day, but she is responding to treatment and doing well. It was a big move for her. Hello in Arkansas. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Canada. All right. I just wanted you to catch a beautiful look at Triple G. All right. We have Haven here. Haven is also enjoying that EED, or that environmental enrichment device. Getting a little shell scratch there. And Haven had a very heavy tumor load. Really invasive eye tumors, as well as a lot of body tumors. Haven is coming a long way, has had those eye tumors removed. Still has a number of tumor removal surgeries ahead of her, but is doing well. And you can see now she's scratching her belly, scratching her plastron. That is why we have these PVC environmental enrichment devices in here, because these turtles really do enjoy them. Hello in Arkansas and Maryland. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Goody. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your help at the release in Key West on Sunday. You are a tremendous help, and it is always wonderful seeing you. All right, we're going to move right along. We have Clue and Twister here, more of our board game green sea turtles that were transferred to the Turtle Hospital the 21st of February and being treated for cold stunning. And they are responding to treatment. Looks like Twister's going to come up here and say hello. Hello, Twister. Look at you. Gorgeous. Hello. Good evening. Hello in Niagara Falls. Oliver is doing well. Finally started eating for us, and we'll hopefully get around to Oliver before we lose daylight. Thank you for asking. All right. And we have more of the board games. We have Uno, Candyland, and Wavelength. They're a little hard to see. Oh, you're going to come up and say hello. Oh, my goodness. Look at you, Candyland. You are doing much better. And Uno, you want to say hello too? These juvenile greens are absolutely stunning. Hello there. You're looking for a snack, aren't you? And Wavelength is just hanging out down there, actually scratching her shell on the environmental enrichment device. They do love these. Uno, are you getting a little hydro massage there? All right, and they are responding to treatment. Still have a ways to go, but responding to treatment, which is a good thing. Hello in Ohio. Thank you for joining us. Hello from New Hampshire. All right, and here we have Sorry, Scrabble, and Yahtzee. Looks like Yahtzee's hanging out the bottom there with Sorry. Oh my goodness, you're going to come up? Woo! Nowhere near me though. These guys get pulled for treatment, so they're not always happy to see us. Sorry's enjoying a little hydro massage there. All right. And we have Jack. Oh my goodness, Jack. So Jack, we have been watching some masses on Jack's CAT scan, and for quite a while now. Jack came in early February, recently had a repeat CAT scan, and is now finally going to start tumor removal surgeries. Has the blood level built up for it, and we'll have eye tumor removal surgeries as soon as we can get Jack to Dr. Kopinski. So some prayers and healing energies for Jack. Hello in South Carolina and Virginia. Thank you for joining us from St. Pete. More friends from Michigan. Thank you for joining us. All right. You're going to come up again, Jack, to say hello? I know you can't see us, huh? All right. And here we have Danny. Danny is also getting a good back scratch. Danny was rescued in the Florida Keys in late February. Is tumor-free. Yay, Danny. Being treated for fibropapillomatosis, but is already tumor-free. Looking good, Danny. All right, we're gonna keep moving along here. We have little Manta. Manta is a juvenile Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, really struggling. Manta was one of the most critical turtles when these little guys came in mid-December of last year. And Manta is struggling with osteomyelitis, a deep bone infection. We are trying everything we can. Dr. Terry cultured that deep bone infection. We are targeting antibiotics. Manta is on pain medication and also getting some homeopathic treatment from Dr. Terry with some acupuncture to try to relieve some of the pain from that deep bone infection. So lots of prayers and healing energies needed for Manta. Manta is not improving and needs all the healing energies that you have. Okay, and it looks like we have Oliver is tucked in there. So whenever you see this shade cloth, if you have visited the turtle hospital and see a tank that is covered like this, that is because it's a turtle that is what we call stressy. Doesn't seem to be adjusting to captivity for treatment so well. But Oliver is improving and is finally eating for us. So that is some really good progress. Hello, handsome. Just hanging out there. And we have this little nugget, a post-hatching that came in with the storms and is finally overcoming the fungal infections. You looking good, little one? And in the tank next door, we have Ben. And Ben, you're getting big. Ben is growing and Ben is in good health and just waiting for that next ride out to the Gulf Stream. When the Gulf Stream gets close enough, we will take Ben out. And that is where a sea turtle in this life stage would be found. And we have Tater and Todd. Oh my goodness, you guys have had a lot of work lately. Gone to events. They were at the Latin Festival last weekend in Key West, helping to teach everyone about sea turtles. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're about 2 centimeters shy of that 45 centimeter mark, at which time they will go to the ocean. Just imagine how wonderful that will feel for them. So Tater and Tot busy with outreaches this time of year, but growing well. Hello, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous and healthy. Oh my goodness. Hello from Mississippi. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Ohio and Melbourne Beach. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Utah. Thank you for the prayers for Jack. Hello in Alabama. Happy spring to you, Nancy. Thank you for joining us. Somebody is asking about Monopoly. Unfortunately, we did everything we could for Monopoly and she did pass away. So thank you for asking. Our goal with every turtle that comes into the turtle hospital is to rehabilitate it to release, but unfortunately some of them do not make it, and we did try everything with Monopoly. Here is Isla. Isla, you're doing well. So Isla suffered a boat strike, but is healing well. You can see her moving right through there. Hello in Kansas City. Thank you for joining us. Isla, you're beautiful and healing well. She's enjoying her environmental enrichment device. These simple structures in these tanks really do give these turtles something to scratch on and feel good healing. We otherwise have to keep on. As you can see, they do enjoy it. So I want to thank you for spending some time with me this evening. I do have some great news. We have 9 of our Cold Sun turtles ready for release. So all of the juvenile Kemp's Ridley sea turtles, except for Manta, will be released, as well as 3 of the juvenile green sea turtles from the Cold Sun events in Florida. And those turtles will be released on Monday out of Cape Canaveral Seashore. More information on that. The timing is really a challenge because we are traveling with these beauties all the way from the Florida Keys, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of traffic in between. So we hesitate to advertise a release because we could be hours difference in the time when we post that we're going to be there, but we will share information. And 9 turtles to be released on Monday. How awesome is that? So that is some wonderful news to report to you. I also want to tell you, watch your national news tomorrow night for some more information about the Turtle Hospital and one of our big patients. And I'm not allowed to share the news until it's on the news. So that's all I can tell you. But again, thank you for spending some of your evening with me, for your incredible support. We couldn't do what we do without you. Hello in West Virginia. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Wisconsin. And Dublin, Ohio. Thank you for joining us. And we want everybody to have a truly awesome evening. We did roll out our spring adoption with the limited edition tumblers. They are doing very well. So thank everybody for your support. You get a really good take home with that adoption. And it's a fun way to support us here at the Turtle Hospital. We are not for profit, and all the proceeds go to help take care of the turtles here. And we currently have over 60 turtles. So we have long days. We have a lot of visitors this time of year, which we're so happy to see with spring break. And the turtles keep coming in. We had a rescue this week. Unfortunately, it was a large male loggerhead sea turtle that was boat strike, and it did not survive. Love with sea turtles and caring about them. Thank you for sharing our videos. We do believe that every time somebody sees a turtle, and especially us taking care of turtles, that it helps them to not only care about sea turtles, but about our oceans and our planet. And that's important for all of life. So sweet dreams, everyone.